Right, we're back in Cannibal Dating Simulator. We're going to date him this time. And I'm still not going to eat anybody, but I'm hopefully going to have a better date, unless this guy's a douchebag as well. But let's get in and find out. It's hard dating when you're a cannibal, but you are determined to land a date that won't end up with your date on the dinner plate and needing to flee into the wilderness. A coffee shop is always a good place to start your journey to love. I am going to talk to the man in the corner. So talk to the woman last time. Fleeing into the wilderness, I don't think is going to be an option. You go over to the man in the corner. He's watching a movie on his small phone screen. What you watching? As soon as you begin to show a modicum of interest in anything this man has to say, you are accosted by a loud and nearly nonsensical spiel about The Godfather. He tells you that it's the greatest movie probably ever made. Pretend that you have seen The Godfather before in the interest of scoring a date. Tell him you have seen The Godfather before and honestly thought it wasn't that great. Kill him immediately and consume his flesh. Now, see, I haven't seen The Godfather, so I can't go for option 2, and plus I wouldn't insult his favourite movie. So let's go for pretend you've seen The Godfather before. So I'm gonna start this date by lying, which is always fantastic. Your potential date gives you a very thorough rundown of the movie and how it's the greatest piece of cinema of the 20th and 21st century. Most movies these days are for babies and dweebs, and no one is brave enough to make a film like The Godfather anymore. He continues for several minutes and doesn't seem like he'll be stopping anytime soon. See, I'm all for somebody having a passion and absolutely loving something. What I'm not happy about is putting other people's passions and interests down. He's like saying anyone who doesn't think this is the greatest movie ever made is a baby and a dweeb. That's a pretty general statement. Anyway, let's go out with him. Your potential date claims he is in fact a super busy guy. It looks like it. And he also doesn't normally go for people like you. Rude, but I don't blame him. But you are slightly above average, so he can in fact still be seen in public with you. Wow, gee, thanks dude. You and your date have gone out for a fancy dinner at the cheapest place. This is your first date after all, and you're not made of money. Luckily for you, as you keep your date talking about themselves, they probably won't notice. Do you have plans for your future, hobbies? Have you ever thought about being a cannibal? Sit in awkward silence. I won't sit in awkward silence yet, and I haven't asked about future plans. Future plans, dude. Your date tells you that he is an alpha male. Oh, okay. I had a feeling before we started dating him, if we had the Emmeline lady, we were going to have the alpha male. And therefore, is going to be super successful and rich in the future by doing absolutely nothing of value. His primary plans are to be a stay-at-home husband and make podcasts, though he can teach other people how to be completely useless as well. He'll also have a hot wife who will do everything for him until he can replace her with a robot wife when they become available. You, dude, are a catch. Next. Hobbies? The date tells you that he listens to a lot of podcasts. Oh my god, absolutely shocking. Like an alarmingly large amount of podcasts. All of who talk about being an alpha male, how to belittle women, get rich doing nothing, and how being a massive jerk actually makes you super attractive. Yeah. Okay, have you ever thought about trying cannibalism? Your date scoffs at the idea and claims that he's so not gay though. I don't think you understand what I mean. I think we sit in awkward silence now and ignore each other. You simply decide not to interact with your date any further, hoping that, like all your life's problems, ignore them, they'll go away on their own. Okay, we're covered in sauce again. Grab a napkin, be overwhelmed by the deliciousness and lick your date. See, I think I'm going to be a bit more interesting this time. I'm going to lick my date. Your date, fuming, blames and proceeds to yell at the waiter. Oh no! The other patrons and even you. Oh, I don't mind you yelling at me. Don't yell at other people though. You, on the other hand, are beginning to falter. You grab your date by the shoulders and then lick the sauce off his neck. Your date is flustered and his tirade stopped. Doesn't seem mad though. If anything, you think he liked it. See, I'm finding this dude less offensive than the woman in the previous video, but I still don't like him. Right, we've got back to my place. Invite your date to have coffee. Invite your date to you-know-what. Let your date leave. Kill your date. I'm not going to kill him. Invite him for a coffee. You and your date cuddle on the couch. And one thing leads to another, and you both want to take things further. As you go further than any date you've been on before, you get a feeling, a cannibal feeling. Kill your date, spare your date. I don't want to kill him. I know they've given me, the perfect scenario to be like, you're an absolute douchebag, so I'm going to kill you. I'm still not. Spare your date. You spare your date and ultimately end. And in fact, the two of you go on more dates. Lots of dates. Enough dates now to say that you are in a relationship, but you're still a cannibal by nature. And sooner or later, you will find out one way or another, and you'll do what you know was always needed to be done, and you flee into the wilderness. Now that you've fled into the wilderness, you realise you haven't really given it any thought. Maybe fleeing into the wilderness at the first sign of trouble, that was eating people, is a little extreme. Before you decide to go back though, you come across a guy eating a dead animal. You call out to the guy, you just stare at the guy. I mean, I think I'll just stare at him. Oh, he's adorable. The guy looks up to see you and gives you a friendly little wave. You wave back at it. It asks you in surprisingly good English if you'd like to share some carcass for dinner. Accept the guy's invitation. Just keep staring. I'm going to accept the guy's invitation. I'm obviously a cannibal. He's already killed this person. You accept the invitation to eat with the guy. You have a nice quiet moment with it as you both feast on the flesh. After a moment, you pipe up and tell the guy that you actually prefer eating human flesh, which is why you're outcast of society in the wilderness. The guy, surprised by you saying that you love to eat human flesh too, and it actually knows a great spot to find and trapping lost hikers and kill and eat them, it invites you to join it. Join the guy. See, this is the path that I'm obviously meant to take. So yeah, go for it. The guy exclaims joyfully and offers you his hands. You take it and wander off together to go and murder some innocent hikers. This could be the start of a budding romance for you at last. You sure hope so. I would say that is adorable if it wasn't for the murder and the eating people. But, everyone's individual. I have always said I don't judge people on what they like and don't like, so long as they don't hurt anybody else. This kind of goes against that big time. Anyway, that was a very good little game, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!